Hey everyone, we're reviewing a very cost-efficient laptop here. This is the HP. Probably the best thing about this laptop is its price. It is extremely affordable. Right now on Amazon it's $229. For the full specs and the current price, click on the link below. It'll take you directly to the Amazon page to look at all that. So let's have a look at the outside of this laptop first. It's pretty thin actually. I like the nice thin. It's pretty sleek looking. It feels alright. It's kind of a rough surface, which is nice. You won't get fingerprints on it, see that? So it's got the nice HP logo on the side. We have some ports. We got an HDMI. We have a power. We have a USB. We have an Ethernet and a headphone jack right there. On the other side, we've got a couple more USB drives. This is not a DVD drive. It does not include a DVD drive or any optical drives of any kind. If you think you might want that, check the link below. I've put probably the best external DVD drive, very inexpensive. It's a Samsung. It's a really nice one. Here it is right here. So super small, super light, super thin. Works really well. Just plugs right in with USB. Really easy. So let's have a look at this machine. So it's got the Intel Celeron. No, I'm sorry. This one has the AMD. This one is an AMD 1.35 gigahertz. Even though it's lower gigahertz, it seems to be alright. It seems to be doing okay as far as what it can do with processing. So it's also going to probably use a little bit less energy, stay cool, not make a lot of noise. It's got a 500 gigabyte hard drive. It's pretty much standard for laptops in this price range. And with all the streaming and going forward, there's going to be even more streaming. Netflix and Spotify and all that kind of stuff is moving into the cloud. Media is really moving into the cloud in general. So you might not need more than 500 gigabytes, but if you think you do, I'm going to put a link to a really good external hard drive that you can get to add way more storage on the computer. Link down below. So the machine is 4.83 pounds or 2.19 kilograms, and so it's not extremely heavy. The battery life is actually good on this one. Compared to others in its range, its battery life is about 6 hours. Of course, it's going to depend a lot on what you're doing with it. If you're watching a lot of video or playing games, then it's going to last a good bit less. If you're not, if you're just browsing the web or doing word processing, that kind of thing, it's going to last a little bit more. You got your webcam up here and a microphone, pretty much standard on these. One thing that I like about this is the keyboard. When I first looked at this keyboard, I opened it up, and the keyboard looked small. It looked like it might be a little bit cramped, but once I got my hands on it, it actually feels really good, and I think that's because each key is separated. There's space between each key, and you can really feel each key individually. So it feels good, the keyboard response is good, and the best thing about it is the number pad on the side. So the number pad is super awesome when you're doing Excel or any kind of number entry, using it as a calculator. Really, I do a lot of Excel, so it's really important for me to have a number pad on the side. So that's important, and they do not all have that. A lot of them don't. So that's always good. So let's look at a couple things on here. The videos, of course, you're going to be watching, you're probably going to be using this to browse the web, Facebook, but also YouTube, watching videos and Netflix and that sort of thing. So let's take a look at the video and the sound. This is a movie trailer. I've got it on a maximum brightness right now.
I gotta get my son. Can you take his... How's that? So what do you guys do for a living?
Play chase. I study.
That was close. Dude, my arm hurt.
All 20 seconds are down. If you're not telling you what, you're not going to know it.
Okay, so it runs really smoothly. It's on 720p resolution right now. The sound is actually surprisingly good. It goes up louder than other laptops that I've seen, and so the maximum volume is pretty good. The speakers are on the bottom, but if you have it on a hard surface like a table, it really reflects the sound and makes it really good. Let's take a look at the trackpad. So the trackpad, there's one thing I like about it and one thing I don't. What I don't like about it is it's kind of short. It doesn't go up very high. It is very wide, but it's not very tall. It does have multi-gesture or multi-touch gestures, so you can use 2 fingers and go up and down to scroll. And so actually to go down, you push up, and then you go up, you push down. So that actually works really well. On another laptop that I tested in this price range, that feature didn't work as well. It just wasn't as responsive, didn't catch it all the time. This one seems to work pretty well. The buttons at the bottom, you do have a dedicated left and right button. I actually like that. A lot of them don't have that. You just have to like press down on the trackpad or tap in a certain way. But this one actually has the physical left and right mouse buttons, which I do like. So the trackpad in general, I would say is pretty good. And that's something you'll be using a lot, so that's important. What else can I say about this laptop? It's pretty good. The battery life is good. It's not very thick. It's pretty nice looking, actually. And at $229, you really can't, say too many bad things about this laptop. It's pretty good for the price. So thanks for watching, and check out the links below to see all the specs and the price.